Today we're going to talk about the steps and stages of mastery learning, also known as Bloom's taxonomy. Do any of you think that there are steps to your learning process? What could be examples of these steps? These steps are known as Bloom's taxonomy, and we are going to look at these steps in this presentation. So, here are some examples of Bloom's taxonomy. Our first example shows Bloom's taxonomy in a circle diagram. Our next example shows it in a more pyramid shape. And our last example shows it in the pyramid shape that it's most often seen in. We're going to be using this example to go through the different levels of Bloom's taxonomy. The first level we're going to start at is the bottom base level, which is knowledge. Knowledge is remembering material or recalling material that you've seen in previous times. Some verbs that we can use to use for knowledge are define, describe, reproduce, or select. The next level that is above knowledge is comprehension. Comprehension is understanding the material and its meaning. Verbs that we can use in comprehension are describe, interpret, or distinguish. The level above comprehension is application. Application is the use of learning material in new situations. Verbs we can use to describe application are construct, demonstrate, operate, or produce. The level above application is analysis. Analysis is breaking down material into components or parts. Verbs that we can use to describe analysis are compare, contrast, or differentiate. The level above analysis is synthesis. Synthesis is taking the pieces that we have of previously learned material and putting it together to form a whole. Verbs we can use to describe synthesis are create, develop, or integrate. And our top level of Bloom's taxonomy is evaluation. Evaluation is where learners can make judgment based on previous knowledge or knowledge they've learned. Verbs we can use to describe evaluation are assess, justify, or support. So now we're going to do an activity with Bloom's taxonomy. Given the pyramid that you saw earlier in the Prezi, we're going to fill it in with examples that you're going to come up with on your own. So for our first level of knowledge, I'm going to give you about 30 seconds to come up with an example for knowledge. Okay, time's up. What example did you come up with for knowledge?
Recite names of characters.
Notice that this is using one of the verbs that is found in Bloom's taxonomy's knowledge section. Okay, so next is comprehension. I'm going to give you 30 seconds to come up with another example for comprehension. Okay, so what did you come up with for comprehension?
Understanding facts.
Good job. So next on our Bloom's taxonomy is application. So we're going to come up with an example for application. 30 more seconds. Okay, time's up. What example did you come up with for application?
Constructing a chart or graph.
Good job. Next on our list is analyzing. So come up with an example for analyzing. Okay, what example did you come up with for analyzing?
Compare and contrast.
Only two more to go. Next is synthesis. Come up with an example for synthesis. Okay, what was your example for synthesis?
Write a research paper.
Last on Bloom's taxonomy is evaluation. So you have your 30 seconds to come up with an example for evaluation. Okay, time's up. What was your example for evaluation?
Select the most appropriate example.
Good job on filling out your examples of Bloom's taxonomy. So, now that you've completed your examples of Bloom's taxonomy, you can take what you've learned about Bloom's taxonomy and use it in your own classroom. Also think about if I used what you've learned about Bloom's taxonomy in teaching today.